sorry, my friend. That's gonna be a no for me. Bounce back your wedding announcement. Hey Draglings, we're back with another deck tech. Today taking a look at Izzet Midrange. This deck is going to specialize in using your spells, buffing creatures, and other little cantrips to push your board state ahead while setting your opponents back. And this is going to come in the way of an all-star in the 2-mana slot, Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is a great 2-mana 1/3. When any player plays their second spell on the turn, it connives. This creature is going to get big and big and big as we look to play 2 spells either on our turn or our opponent's turn, setting them back while making our Ledger Shredder that much bigger. In addition, anytime our opponent does 2 spells in a turn, our Ledger Shredder is also going to get huge. Now, while we're casting those spells, we're going to take advantage of that with our Smoldering Egg as well. When we've cast instant or sorceries based on the CMC, that is going to put counters on our Smoldering Egg. When it's at 7, it transforms into the Ashmouth Dragon, which is a 4/4 flyer, not 4 mana, but it's a 4/4 flyer. And whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you get to deal 2 damage to anything. Super awesome for clearing board states, just small little tokens your opponent doesn't have, maybe getting rid of those nasty Brutal Cathars, things you don't want to deal with. We love getting rid of that. In addition to that, to synergize further with the spell plan, we are running the Mana Form Hellkite. Whenever we cast an instant sorcery spell, we're going to get a little Flying Dragon Illusion with power and toughness equal to the CMC of the card we've cast. Need an effective blocker? Let's cast an instant on our opponent's turn, and let's have a quick, easy flying blocker. We want extra damage on our turn. We'll cast our stuff on our turn to make a big board state. Stepping for that from her, we have Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This is getting us treasure tokens, allowing us to make copies of our creatures. So double the Mana Form Hellkite, maybe? We love to see it. As well as just kind of looting further into our deck, helping to follow us there. Ending creature-wise, I'm also running Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. Just a great 4-mana flyer. Getting the chance to exile the top 2. We love it. Either getting 3 treasures to accelerate the head, because we do have the Hullbreaker Horror, an all-star in the format. When this thing slams down, you know the game is going to go really lopsided, as you'll probably see in our games coming up. When a horror lands down and is unanswered, it's just an effective way to deal with anything your opponent does. Whether it's bounce spells back to hand, bounce permanents back to hand, or just trying to get in to beat them down for 7 damage a turn. It's awesome. Lastly, we do have Kairi, the Swirling Sky, coming in as a 6-mana 6/6 flyer with Ward 3. So it's got built-in protection, which very valuable, again, in a meta this time, with all the removal that is now coming in with Dominaria United being out. Having Kairi is very effective in that protection aspect. Also, when Kairi dies, we're going to get to either bounce a total of non-land permanents with mana value 6 or less back to their owner's hand, or we can mill 6 cards and return up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from our graveyard to our hand. So those spells we've used earlier in the game, well, if Kairi dies, we can bounce them and get them back from our graveyard to our hand. Super awesome way. Now, creatures aren't going to be the only way we get there, right? We need ways to live. That's where our interaction comes in. So we have things like burn down the house, just dealing with the annoying board state our opponent's aggro decks have. We don't want to die. Also, if we happen to need it, we can make 3 1/1s with haste to put some more aggressive damage. And when they die, they're going to ping for 1. So good ways there. We do also have in Seismic Wave another effective board clear, dealing 2 damage to 1 item, 1 damage to everything else. Super awesome. We're running the Make Disappears for counterspell. We have our Fading Hopes and our Play with Fires. So we can bounce stuff, we can burn stuff. We love it. It's awesome. In the off chance we need some extra draw, we do also have Big Score, playing into that discard synergy for getting stuff back from our graveyard with like when Kairi dies. Also making us treasures to play Hullbreaker Horror sooner. We love it. And the kind of fun one-off is the Alchemist Gambit. So when things are looking down, you're on your last spell, you just need that all-time out. You can play the Gambit or you can cleave it. And we have an extra turn to go swing in, which is super awesome, especially if we have more Mana Form Hellkites out. Then any other spells we play that turn, we're going to get even more. That final lethal is going to sneak in. Sideboard-wise, we do have some tech we can bring in depending on the matchup we're up against. So if we're going in against a more control matchup or we need more access to our instants and sorceries from graveyard, we do have the extra Leer, Disciple of the Drone. We have 2 of these in the sideboard along with our extra Hullbreaker Horror. Just being that this is flash and can't be countered is a great ender against control matchups. It helps you combat if they're splashing in blue or have blue as the base. It'll help combat against their Hullbreaker Horror. We also have the Malevolent Hermit as well, stopping your opponent's spells from potentially getting off. So, no board clear. Hopefully, we can try to prevent that. We've got an extra burn down the house for against aggro matchups, disdainful strokes for any mid-range decks that are playing large creatures, abrades for annoying artifacts, dissipate, just kind of funny. Taking something away, exiling it, so it's always gone. The extra Alchemist Gambit if you want to take advantage of those double turns, and Syncto Fate. A good catch-all counter spell. You can just force your opponent to have to pay the one extra that they don't have. So all in all, coming together, working to buff up your creatures, deal some damage around with small pings or getting with flyer, end the game with the Hullbreaker Horror or Kairi, and just get there in range. Dragonlings, I hope you enjoyed checking out this deck. There are definitely some sweet new cards to check out. So steals and deals, that's what I was going to say, to get in from Dominaria United. So please check out what you can throw in. I think the shell of the deck is really sweet. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button, Dragonlings, the bell notification for more. Keep believing, and I'll see you next time. Factory, hopefully. I'm gonna keep. Sure. 3 lands and all our top end. Why not? Let's go with it. Fable my bag, actually. Oh, Ledger Shredder. Ew. Ledger Shredder on 2. Oh, it's the Azorious buff the Shredder list. Respect? Respect, venturing in. I like. Oh god, it has a double strike. Ooh. Well, this might be a quick one. Need to use Otawara to buff. Alright. Play that and we 2 damage to any target. Damage. Sure. Doesn't kill the Shredder, but it kills the twin. We take care of that at least. I could try to hold out the Otawara to bounce the Ledger Shredder back. Oh, oh, please no. The Homestay Courage. Oh god, oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts, chat. This hurts. Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to 11. Okay. We're at 11. And they venture. And... yeah. I will play this in and this is scary. I don't like it. Bounce that back at least. Oh god, no, they have the Virtue. Okay. Virtuoso, sure. Oh. A burn down the house would be great. Oh, hey. Ask and I shall receive. We've seen some rather interesting names tonight, I will say that. Playing Stormcarved Coast. Orzhov, I take 1. Professor of Symbology. Alright. Environmental Sciences? Sure. Let me cast in the Ledger Shredder, actually. So we got Ledger Shredder down. If they don't have a removal, they might consider waiting on casting certain spells. Other thought is maybe they attack him with the Eye Twitch, hoping for the block. Wedding announcement. That's fine. You going for the attack, though? That's the question. You do. I have no interest in Twitch. Playing in tomorrow. I could Seismic Wave, but I think I'm gonna wait. And I'm just gonna hold up Make Disappear. We'll hold up a counter spell. So winning announcement was actually for the card draw. Okay. No environments. Okay, science is being cast. I'll let it resolve. I don't want to just waste like a Make Disappear on that. To me, that doesn't benefit me at all. I'd rather try to be, or at least attempt to be selective about my spells. So like, I can do that. And now I get to connive. And I think... actually discard the size. Playing our coast. I'll sit back for a turn. Okay, Swamp Spine. Attacks. I will choose to block for one. Five mana open, phase 2. Need the turn to draw a card. Okay. I'm actually gonna go for the big score here. Not sure. The Alchemist Gambit might be beneficial. So I will... I'll discard the Alchemist Gambit, actually. I don't think I'll need it. Make this here. Okay. Ooh, Fading Hope too. That gives me 5 lands. Okay. Let's go attack for 2 on the left. Let's make disappear the water. Alright, so that's down. I'll take 2. Oh, you're Mardu. Oh, it's not Orzhov, it's Mardu. Okay. Yeah, Professor's fine. Mascot Exhibition, perhaps? Yep. That's alright. I will attack back in with the Legend Shredder for 2 again. Turn. This will be to take 5, and that's fine. I'll go to 10. I'll flash in a Hullbreaker Horror. Nice. We're untapping with a Hullbreaker Horror. Feels kind of good. do have 2 there. That's fine. We'll go in like this. Get them down to 9. We'll end the turn. It's fine. They'll get to learn. Necrotic Fumes is fine. Sorry, my friend, that's gonna be a no for me. Bounce back your wedding announcement, or get the conceit. Alright, Fading Hopes in 3 lands. You know what? That seems like a winner to me. Alright, we have interaction at least. Kairi on the top end. Visitors. This is runes. Okay. We can bounce some stuff, throw it back. Take 1 here. That's fine. How many transients? Maybe you don't spend that much currency mode on. I mean, you might be right, Scalata. You might be right. We're bouncing Shredder back. I'm gonna cast in Fable here. Getting Kairi down could be huge. Fine, waiting for the make disappear. Circle of Confinement. Okay. Well. Sure. My token is gone, I suppose. I think I just do 1 Fading Hope. I really need a land. Thank you. Okay, needed a land, got the land. It's a good start. I'll take 2, we'll go to 15. That's it. You cannot have that. I will also set that thing back. And I'll keep that big score, actually, at the top. I'm fine with that. This is going to be a game where Hullbreaker Horror will lead us to some victory. So I'm going to discard the Kairi. That's fine. Sure, you can have my Reflection. That's alright. Pass here. Let's discard Kairi. 2 treasures. Hit that land. End that turn. Feel good. This is why I prefer green white instead of green. I do not like the human interact. I mean, that's fair. That is totally fair. Jukai. Sure. Let's flash in a Hullbreaker Horror, because at this point, I think we've got this game. Horror slams in. Play down this land. Jam in that play with fire. Kill the Jukai. Bounce your Circle of Confinement. And I'm going to hold on to this Fable, actually. And I'm going to go attack for 7. And I'll end the turn. Get the conceit. So when we draw lands, it's a miracle.